As a provider who works in the state of Colorado, it's becoming increasingly difficult to have conversations about cannabis use in my patient population. I always have patients who's like, oh no, I've been using cannabis for so long and I've been fine. I always want to be like, so why are you in my office? If you're so fine, why are you in my office? You're coming to see me. You're complaining of not being able to focus. You're anxious. You're depressed. You're completely unproductive. Your life is not going the way you want it to be. You're making bad decisions. You feel like you're experiencing mania at times, and sometimes you feel like you're hallucinating, and you're like, I'm fine. I've been using cannabis forever, and I'm fine. Are you? Are you though? Are you? And the research is showing that since cannabis has become legal, the rates of psychosis like schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, addiction, dependence, and a myriad of other things has been increasing, especially in the young population with their developing brains. But people will come and see us and be like, no, I'm fine. It's not a cannabis, I'm sure. And then I'll have a few people every now and then, the ones that, I do my education and very few people listen. But then every now and then they will be like, okay, let me just give it a shot. And then a month later, they'll come back and be like, oh my God, I feel so much better. It's like, I haven't been using cannabis for a month and I feel so much better. I could have told you that, and I did tell you that. What do you mean you're feeling better? Of course you're feeling better. Why are you surprised? I'm raising my voice because it's so frustrating. And then they'll be like, show me the research. Well, go online. Go on. I'm on Open Evidence right now, and it's I'm reading about how regular use of THC content increases psychosis risk 2 to 11 folds, and heavy cannabis use, particularly in adolescents, substantially increases the risk of developing chronic psychotic disorders, with cannabis-induced psychosis further worsening the risk. And that's the case for other mood disorders also, especially bipolar disorder. THC predominant cannabis worsens mania symptoms and decreases the likelihood of recovery and remission. I could tell you that. I can go on with the research on and on. And then if you're paying attention, the research, the potency of cannabis these days has increased from what they used to use in the 90s. High potency cannabis, about 10% THC, is associated with increased rates of psychotic-like experiences. And the ones with 12.4 to versus 7.1 has a lower potency. So weed these days is significantly more concentrated than it used to be, and it's legal, so it's everywhere, so people have access to it very readily. And since then, we're seeing the evidence. We're seeing it in practice all the time. And if you don't believe me, please do the research.